Hello, everybody. This is Howard Fox, and I am here in Boulder City, Nevada. Today is the first day of the 2025 Spring Jamboree, and I have the pleasure of really meeting somebody that I have heard so much about, but I've never met. And I finally get a chance to meet today Jill Lagan, the CEO of the Boulder City Chamber of Commerce. She introduced me to Mayor Joe Hardy. And it's a pleasure to have you here on the podcast. So welcome.
Hey, Howard. The pleasure is mine. And speaking of Jill Lagan, who does the Chamber of Commerce here in Boulder City, of which I'm a member for many years, she used to babysit my kids.
Really?
So she helped raise my family. She has been good for ever since I've known her. And that was probably about 40 some odd years ago.
40 some odd years. That is amazing. Now, as I understand it, and I should know the date because I've been working with Jill for 4 years, the Spring Jamboree has been around for almost that long a time, 40 some years, if I'm not mistaken.
The Spring Jam I can't spell Jamboree, so I call it the Spring Jam.
That's quite all right.
And it's a great event. The whole community comes out to this for either buying stuff or selling stuff or enjoying the pageants for the young Mr. and Mrs. Boulder City who are 5 years old, 7 years old. I mean, it's just a great place to be.
Excellent. Now, when you mentioned that Jill babysat your kids, is it safe to say you have spent almost your entire life here in Boulder City?
She has.
She has.
We moved here in 1982.
Okay.
And we weren't born here. So that gives you a little depth of understanding. I'm not as young as she is.
Okay. So what brought you to Boulder City?
So the short answer of that is an answer to a prayer.
Okay. Well,
We came to St. George, and we were leaving St. George, Utah, which is where I always wanted to live.
okay.
And as we were driving out, Jill said, "We're not supposed to be in St. George." And I said, "Yeah, I know." She said, "How long have you known?" I said, "About a month."
Okay.
And so we came here because we both felt the same thing, and we've been very blessed to be here. It's been a great place to raise our children. We have 8 children. They've
8.
all graduated from Boulder City High School.
Oh, wow.
We know the teachers know us, and that's a great benefit for living in this small town.
Most definitely. And I will say, and I want to share this with you with really in my heart, from my heart, is I've been out in Las Vegas now for going on 5 years. I moved about 5 years ago in June. I love Boulder City, and this is such a cool town. It's very friendly. And when I had the opportunity, and I'll let Jill tell you that story of how we met and got started with the podcast. But I think I'm kind of envious that you have been in Boulder City for so long. And I'm envious with Jill and just being born and raised here. It's just such a wonderful community. And I look at it as the best kept secret. And I'm sure you hear that a lot.
We are grateful to live here in Boulder City. I mean, I have to say that people who came well before me designed the town and designed what it would look like and what it would stay. So with the controlled growth ordinance that was in place long before we got here, it has maintained its small city, small town atmosphere, and that has been great. It's been good for the businesses. It's been good to be inviting for other people to come. So we literally have a little niche that we are unique in Southern Nevada, and people literally come here, like to the Spring Jam and to all of the other events that we have, and it's like getting away literally for a day, and that's what they do.
I love it. I love it. I'm curious, with the role of a small town city government, how important is it for an organization like a Chamber of Commerce? And this is kind of a leading question because I know almost what you're going to say, but I think it's important for our listeners to hear what's the importance of having a strong chamber with a strong, passionate leadership in government to kind of help create events like this and create a reason to come and visit here for a day.
Well, you can't say enough about the strength of the chamber that we have now and the businesses that all benefit from it. We have businesses that thrive, which means they can live here, they can work here, they can play here, and they can invite other people to visit here. The chamber has been an integral part of the growth of the business community in Boulder City, which allows other people to come and enjoy everything that we have. We have wonderful places to shop, to eat, to buy, to our hardware stores, plural. We have pretty much everything that you need right here in Boulder City. And the schools have been excellent. The teachers are wonderful. We have really been a blessed people to live here in Boulder City.
Excellent. Now, I am curious. This is a kind of a personal question. Before we started today, Jill introduced me to you, and she also introduced your lovely wife, Jill, as well. How do you two spend like the perfect, besides being here at Boulder at Spring Jam, what's the perfect way to spend a day for you two here in Boulder City?
Well, to be specific for today, we literally sat outside in our little covered patio and listened and watched the rain.
Oh, wow.
And I'm an astute gardener, so I buy metal flowers. And my metal flower is one of those that spins
Oh,
with
yeah.
the wind goes. And so we sat outside in a covered place, listening to the rain and watching my metal flower spin. You can't get much better than just sitting and listening to the rain. It's a great experience in Southern Nevada, particularly listening to the rain, watching the rain, feeling the rain. And yes, I don't have an umbrella with me. And yes, we were walking in the rain today. And I think they even make songs about walking in the rain.
Or singing in the rain or something
Yeah,
like that.
that's what it is. Singing in the rain. My voice isn't as good, but so I just walk in the rain. So yeah, Jill and I walked hand in hand in the rain today, and we stopped at a shop I had seen earlier today, and we bought something that I'd seen earlier, and we just thoroughly enjoyed the experience.
Excellent, excellent. I'm curious, and again, for our listeners, if folks would like to learn more about Boulder City, about the city government, about you in particular, or maybe the other leaders who help keep the city running smoothly, where would you recommend they go to visit?
So if they want to visit, you can go to the chamber. Right now, we're sitting inside a mobile podcast studio.
Yes.
And that will be down at the chamber office, which is kind of at the intersection down as we go down towards the lake, the old Nevada Welcome Center.
Yeah.
And that would probably be the very best place to go, and you will get all the maps and everything else. And we used to have to go down to Hemingway Park and see if the mountain sheep were there.
Oh, yeah.
And we don't have to do that anymore. We can just go on ramcam.com and see if the sheep are there. And I just did this with visitors the other day. We got on, there they were, and we went down. And it is truly amazing that these wild animals are in our park, and you can get not too close to them. They are wild.
Yes, they are.
And you can take pictures that will live with you a lifetime. It is incredible the opportunity we have right here in Boulder City to be so close to nature and yet be able to be so close to civilization. It is truly a wonderful place overlooking Lake Mead.
I would wholeheartedly agree with you. It's a wonderful view. I remember walking into Jill's office the first time, and it's probably the first or second. It doesn't really matter if it's one or two. This is a phenomenal office. It's like she's in a fishbowl, and there's Lake Mead, and this is a wonderful view. And as you were saying, this mobile podcast studio is going to be right outside the chamber office. In the future, a visitor center is going to be there, or we are really hoping that this podcast studio is an integral part of continuing to tell the great story of what's available here in Boulder City. And by the way, I think, again, for our listeners, this is the inaugural launch of the mobile podcast studio. And it's a pleasure to have Mayor Joe Hardy here to really help participate in that launch. So on behalf of Jill, who lets me record these podcast episodes while she's out there running Spring Jam, it's been a pleasure to meet you finally and to get to know you and hear a little bit about your story and you participating in this launch with us. So thank you so much.
Howard, thank you. Appreciate being on your podcast.
All right. Well, this is the Best Damn podcast. So this is for the Boulder City Chamber of Commerce. And we hope perhaps even to see you again sometime. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Howard.
For our listeners, if you want to learn more about this wonderful community, Boulder City, one of the first places I would recommend you go to is you got to check out the Boulder City Chamber of Commerce. You can find out anything you need to know about starting a business or moving your family out here. And you also have access to some great information about the outdoor community here. Now, as for this episode, you can find us on our website at thebestdampodcast.net. Episodes are also on our Facebook page for the Boulder City Chamber of Commerce, as well as our Instagram as well. And also, wherever you listen to your podcast, just do a search for the Best Damn Podcast, and please like us and share the episodes. And if you enjoyed, this or any other episode, please let us know. And we hope to see you in Boulder City. So until next time, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, go out there, have a phenomenal day. And we look forward to having you join us on a future episode of the Best Damn Podcast. Take care now.